And our defensive coordinator says we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They run it with Balaj. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kalen Balaj, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let him know, let him know.
2nd and 11. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable. As it sails out of bounds.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Check 9, check 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And he gives this time to the tailback. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st down, Cardinals.
Set, hut. Not a whoop. Check my 47. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Murray now on 1st down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Watch the whip. Shift.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready? Mike's 47. Let's go one more.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Gonzalez to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but hold on,
okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On second down, Kamara. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Go.
Check 13. Check 13.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I got you. Check 3. Kill.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Pick up the ball. Smith. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All day, dog. Shit.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Get ready.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready. 53 for Mike. Pick it up. Hey, pick it up. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Mike 56. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Spons. No.
Second and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Got to do better.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His first touchdown of the new season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Looks good on the extra point, and that'll come 7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
And a Cardinal first down.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Safety screaming. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
The stop by Marcus Davenport. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now from Murray. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Saints take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready? 50, plant.
Check 56. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Spike.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, Randall. He finds some open field here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. Undercut.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Play action. Now it's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it's Crowder. Look at the dance and the juke. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter.
Ready, break.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
Down. 8, read.
Yo. Check four. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Hey!
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Express!
Right. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Now it's the backup Newton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They'll get four back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. Murray now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with him. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm going back.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
First down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
I got you. Check 26, check 26. Wide, get wide. 36. Watch twins.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get out the field, defense. Right there.
From the gun, here's Newton. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready. Ready.
Stick it to Mike. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Kill. Check.
8.
Check. Hey.
8. Look at him.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line. Right, you're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Balaj. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, 5, and he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 84 yards. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Royce Freeman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike 53. Watch out. Hey, watch it.
Newton to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check.
8. Slam.
8.
Out of the gun, Newton. Open man is Michael Thomas. 25 yards that time. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Newton now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a first down here.
Tighten up. Check. Hatchet.
20.
Slam.
A 10th carry for Kamara, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready. 133.
Check 56. 25. Check 25.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check 98.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
You give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
That's the West. Let's go.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 52.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Rush in.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Switch.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Murray going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. That goes for 14 yards, first down, Cardinals.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Ready. Mark 47. Watch the screen.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Try the right side here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile. He stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Target. Mark 56.
Throwing again. Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
20. Watch twist.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Let's put that team on the bus. Check.
Operating from the gun. Newton. And he's going to go down again.
I don't know what you were seeing on that play, but it felt to me like I wasn't watching a football field. I was watching a boxing ring. But he was bobbing and weaving and trying to make sure he kept the play alive. Just didn't turn out well for him in the end, did it?
Impressive that he stayed in the pocket while avoiding those couple of would-be tacklers, but eventually goes down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Toss play to Balaj. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Cardinals on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Crowder now to return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Newton. He's got Smith here. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming.
Newton. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
At their own 3-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Kalen Ballage, 97 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing on third down, Newton. The open man is Smith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
That's caught at the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Newton. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. One last throw here for Newton. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches